Hey guys, it's ToProForuGames or Adam, and welcome back to another one of my Fortnite top 5 videos. And today, we'll be going over 5 weapons that actually take skill to use here in Fortnite. So obviously, here in Fortnite, every single gun takes at least a little bit of skill to use. Guns like the M16 or the Scar, really, anyone can pick up those guns and do decent with them. But then you have guns that actually take a lot of skill to use. People who are new to the game will pick these guns up and they'll have no idea what they're doing. They'll be very ineffective with those guns because they actually require some sort of skill. So in today's video, I want to go over 5 of those weapons. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on today's video. Our goal is going to be 1,000 likes. And also, if you're new to the channel, you want to see more Fortnite top 5 videos, make sure to hit that sub button. And besides that, let's go ahead and get into today's top 5. So coming in at the number 5 spot on today's list, I have the most obvious one, and that is the bolt action sniper rifle. And the reason why I have this in the 5 spot is because sniping is so popular, not just in Fortnite, but in shooters in general, games like Call of Duty, and especially like a game like Battlefield, because that has very similar sniping to a game like Fortnite with the bullet drop and having to lead your shots. So a lot of people are kind of used to sniping and they know how it works. The most common snipes in Fortnite is between like 50 and 150 meters. If you actually watch the kill feed the entire match, you always see that the snipes aren't crazy far distances like 200 and 250 meters. So the close snipes really doesn't take that much skill. If someone's standing still, that should be an easy headshot and an easy snipe. But where all the skills required is for the longer shots, 200 meters plus, 250, 300, that can be really tough to pull off, and you have to have a lot of skill with the bolt action sniper here in Fortnite to get those kills consistently. You have to know the bullet drop so well, you have to lead your shots, and of course you need some luck as well. But in general, guys, sniping here in Fortnite definitely isn't easy, and it requires a decent amount of skill. So coming in at the number 4 spot on today's list, we have the hunting rifle, and this is very similar to the bolt action rifle, except it doesn't have a scope and it doesn't do as much damage as the bolt action, which is kind of unfortunate because this thing is definitely more difficult to use. Like, imagine trying to snipe somebody from a long distance with, like with the M16, right? Because you don't have that scope. So you just have the regular crosshairs and it's not easy to hit people at distance with this thing. But the hunting rifle is good if you are getting your headshots and if you are shooting them in the upper chest. It's gonna deal a decent amount of damage. Again, not as much as the bolt action, but if you are not getting those hits, then this gun is, the damage isn't anything special. Then on top of that, you have to deal with bullet drop, and you also have to deal with leading your shots. So since you do have to deal with that bullet drop, and you have to deal with leading your shots, and you don't have that scope and that damage reduction, it definitely takes more skill to use this gun right here. If you come across somebody who's standing still, and in one scenario you have a bolt action, and the other one you have the hunting rifle, you can afford to miss the headshot with the bolt action because of the damage, right? So you still will pull off the kill. With this thing, you have to be very, very careful. And I'm always impressed when somebody downs me with this gun right here because I know it's not easy to use. I've tried using it a bunch of times, and I've gotten an occasional kill here or there, but overall, I'd definitely rather use a sniper because it's a lot easier. Heck, I'd rather use the semi-auto sniper because it's definitely a lot easier than using this thing right here. So coming in at the number 3 spot on today's list, we have the Crossbow. And there are a lot of people out there who either hate the Crossbow or like the Crossbow in some way. And personally, I think the Crossbow is one of the most balanced guns here in Fortnite. First of all, it has unlimited ammo, so that's the first thing you have to keep in mind. Now, the damage isn't that great because it's pretty much another form of a sniper. It has a scope on it just like the sniper does, and this is actually an excellent way to learn how to snipe in Fortnite, right? Because you have that bullet drop again, you have to lead your shots. So if you can understand, how that all works with the Crossbow, and again, since you have that unlimited ammo, and the best thing is this thing is silent, right? With the sniper or even the hunting rifle, when you shoot, people know you shot. Like, you can hear it's loud. With this thing, it's quiet and it's silent. Even when you're getting shot at with this, sometimes it's tough to tell. It's so quiet. So it's a great way to practice sniping here in Fortnite. So when it comes to skill and how hard it is to use this gun, obviously with a weapon that is similar to the bolt action sniper, which in this category just deals the most amount of damage, you know, it's gonna be tougher to use this gun right here and get kills with it. It's funny because 5 spot we have the bolt action, which is the most damage, the hunting rifles below that, and then this right here is even further below that. But overall, the crossbow is kind of, in a way, a little bit underrated. I know it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's something that's kind of fun to use. It's really satisfying to get kills with this thing right here. And again, it is a great way to kind of learn how to snipe here in Fortnite. So coming in at the number 2 spot on today's list, we have the pump shotgun. And this might come as a surprise to some of you because the pump shotgun obviously is a really good gun and it's really effective. And if I was making this video when the double pump strat was still a thing, no way in hell would this gun be on this list. But now that the double pump strat has been patched, you can no longer abuse the pump shotgun like that. It is now what it once was, a really good gun, but in order to be effective with it, you have to be good as well. The pump shotgun can be either your best friend or your absolute worst enemy, because with the pump shotgun, you gotta make sure you are hitting all of your shots. I don't know about you guys, but I love using this gun right here. It's so good, and if you get that hit, even if it's not a kill, you'll still take a huge portion of their health down. But I have to run that semi-shotgun just in case, because if I do miss or I don't kill them with that one shot, I gotta have something to switch to finish them off, or just use instead of that pump shotgun. I can't switch back, so I still have to cock the gun, and that takes a couple of seconds. So if you're someone who just uses the pump by itself and you don't have semi as backup, you know, you have to have skill, you gotta have accuracy, and you have to make sure you're hitting all your shots. So far we've talked about the sniper rifle, the hunting rifle, and also the crossbow, all weapons that are used at range. If you miss a shot, then it's okay, you shoot again. With the pump shotgun, if you miss your shot, you get shotgunned in the face and you're dead. So the pump shotgun, it definitely takes a lot more skill to use now, just because there is that delay between shots, right? With the semi-auto, you can spam it, and even if, you know, someone else you're going up against has a pump shotgun, and even if they don't kill you with that one shot, you already have that advantage if they're waiting on that next shot. So the pump shotgun can be very good, very deadly, but at the same time, it can easily kill you. So coming in at the number 1 spot on today's list, I have the hand cannon, and this gun is very interesting. It's had its ups and downs with the Fortnite community. You know, a lot of people like it, and then a lot of people also don't like it. So first of all, the hand cannon is pretty much just the legendary and the epic version of the revolver. So it is very similar to the revolver, which is one kind of issue, because with the revolver, a lot of the shots and a lot of the kills is just completely random and completely RNG. Now the hand cannon isn't as bad as the revolver, in my opinion. It's still, you know, pretty RNG, and a lot of your shots are just kind of, you know, going all over the place, but if you use it properly, this thing can be pretty damn good. So not too long ago, there was a hand cannon double pump strategy that a lot of people were using, and watching some people who are, you know, really good and really skilled annihilate entire squads with this thing was just absolutely amazing. And that's the big difference between the hand cannon and the revolver. At range, they're pretty much equal, inaccurate, RNG. At close range, the revolver is kind of meh, and then the hand cannon can really put in some work. And again, it is the legendary and the epic version of the revolver, so it should be more effective at that close range. But overall, the hand cannon is a okay gun, since that whole double pump strat thing has been kind of patched and doesn't work anymore. You know, it really isn't used as much, but overall the hand cannon does take quite a bit of skill to use, and at close range you can get melted by someone who is good with this thing. So there we have it, guys. Those are 5 weapons here in Fortnite that actually take skill to use, and one thing that all of these weapons have in common is they aren't just point and shoot guns, right? A lot of guns in Fortnite are literally just point and shoot, like the M16, the Scar, honestly all the ARs, the RPG, the SMGs, right? You just point and you shoot and you get the kill. With these guns, it's more than just pointing and shooting. You have to think about bullet drop and, you know, leading your shots and all that stuff. You know, accuracy, of course, is a big thing as well with these guns. Just knowing the guns is something you don't have to think about with some of the other guns in Fortnite. But besides that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. If you want to see more Fortnite top 5s, hit that sub button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.